It's a Monday. Mary, how you doing? I'm okay. I'm okay. Waiting for the snow to come in. Still blowing my nose. As you can see, you might be able to see, I've got Vicks Vapor Rub on there. I'm tired of it being sore. I had a few days break from blowing my nose, but didn't last very long. Our snowstorm will be here overnight. They're talking anywhere from 6 to 10 inches. And then Wednesday, it's going to drop down and be so damn cold. They're talking 20 to 25 below wind chills. Yeah, I do sound better. I feel better. It took me a little while to kind of get back right, but, and I'm probably not back right. My sleep schedule is all screwed up, but it'll be all right. How's things going up there? You got any details going? Yeah, it was a big swath of the north from here on north. It was really big. Bored. I'm bored too. And as of this coming Friday, I need to have my butt completely turned around on the schedule. I don't know that it's going to happen. I think I'm going to show up there and I'll be in bed by 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh well. Yeah, my new job starts the 21st. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. New job, yes. I got a new job. Hotel. And it's just right across. And just on the other side is, on down a little ways, is the exit from the turnpike. So the turnpike continues on, okay? But you've got an exit there. It's the first Wichita exit if you're coming north. And so you jump off there and it'll take you, continue on north towards Salina on what they call 135, but the turnpike is 35. So anyway, it's right there at the hotel exit and it's always busy. She said they have 80 to 90% occupancy most every single day. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Right now, I'm at a point with it being that close, I better find a way to make it work. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just glad to have it. It's only part-time, but it is on the shift I wanted, which was third shift, which I don't know why I wanted that. I'm just a night owl, you know what I mean? But I think I'm only a night owl to a certain point. I think it's just to a certain point. Yeah, it's close. It is. Out the park, underneath the bridge, turn left, and it's just on down quarter of a mile. So I'm going to say it's less than a mile drive. So I'm going to say half a mile, maybe. I'm not complaining. It's close. And she's giving me a chance, so hey. But anyway, where's everybody at? Who's saying, just saying hello really quick? Have a 2,200 word research paper due tomorrow morning. Damn, Ethan. You better get to it. You better get to it. You need to get those research papers done. What's it on? Yeah, good luck with that. I sure hope that everything comes out the way you need it to. I had to do research papers in college, I tell you, on psychology or in psychology, and what we did was I'm at 1900 already, just a short story we read in class. Oh, well then you're almost done, honey. You about got this lit. Psh. um, anyway, it was very difficult for me to do that. I can talk about a subject, but I don't know if it's 2,000 words. And especially a subject I wasn't that familiar with. You know what I mean? So when they asked me to do a 1,500 word essay on human social behavior, I had to research what the hell that was. I don't get out much. I hated it. I hated it. And psychology was full of them. In construction management, when I did that degree, it wasn't a lot of it. It was mostly just learning the process, and, then you do your thing. But you ought to get it, Ethan. You be all right. Hell, you're 90% done anyway. Got to add in quotes from a bunch of sources to do. Do I have to read a bunch of papers about it to add to... I have to read a bunch of papers about it to add to my paper about it. It's amazing. You have to mark your sources. And I'm thinking, well, I want to be like the press, where I just say, I have my sources say. And then everybody should believe it, right? Yeah, I don't know what's up. I think I'm just allergic to the house. The other thing is I gave Bella a bath last night, so that could have irritated a whole lot right there. But I can feel it. Doing it again. I'm on my last box of Kleenex, damn it. My Ubering is going pretty damn good. Hell, I only did 7 hours worth of work last week and brought in 210. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, my daughter. That's my daughter. She said, whose bright idea was it to put Hot Pockets out there without the pocket? And of course, when I saw that, I just started laughing. I don't even know why. It was just one of those things. You ever have one of them things where something makes you laugh big time and for no obvious reason? Anyway, so then I'm like, wait a minute. Isn't the pocket the dough? Have a good night, Ethan. Good night. Good luck to you. Anyway, isn't the pocket the dough around the crap? So anyway, she said, no, it's the pocket. And of course she says, oh, I was being funny. Oh, okay. I thought she was being serious. Hello, Eileen. I thought she was being serious. And I'm like, wait a minute, isn't the pocket the dough? I think the dough is the pocket. Because then she says, how do you brand a Hot Pocket when you don't even put the pocket in the package? Anyway, the whole thing just made me laugh. Long time no see. How you doing? I'm okay. I'm better now. I was sick. I had the flu. And that was 2 weeks ago. And then last week I spent fighting to rebuild my energy and all of that. I wasn't sure I was going to survive it. And that one was bad. And then after that, I've been fighting with the drainage and all that crap. How you doing? Dang, you can see my Vicks Vapor Rub on there. My nose is so irritated from blowing my nose and all that. Ugh, crazy. Just keep them busy and moving. That's all we can do. I haven't been busy. The freaking weather does not want to cooperate. I had a few good days. I did three details. So I had a few good days. I keep forgetting to post my jet skis video on Instagram. Jet skis. Oh, you detailed some jet skis? How'd that go? I've never done that. Interesting. I can imagine. What'd you do to him? I can't even. What do you do to him? Just clean it, or do you just foam it down and wash it off? Interesting. Good. The smoking grandma. I am smoking grandma. I'm no cactus expert, but I know a prick when I see one. How you doing, Jay? We were talking about detailing jet skis. I've never detailed a jet ski. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Wash, decon it, and put wax on them. Okay. What kind of wax did you use? Well, hello, demon. You're a damn demon, Carlos. Which wax did you use? See, I want to know the same thing. Hand wax or polisher? When you gonna migrate? Nope, not doing that. That shit stinks. My free wax from Colonite. Never heard of it. Huge fan of yours, Grandma. Hello, Carlos. How you doing? Free wax. I never heard of that. And I've never heard of Colonite either. What is that? Is that a fancy brand? Or is that something you can get at like O'Reilly's? Free is a good choice always. Damn sure. It was free. Oh. Hey, Grandma, guess what? 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 Colonite is when they check us, man. Huh? The hell? Get out of your politics. I hate rinses. That's all right. That's all right. You also hate dealership detailers. What's new? Is there anything you do like? Just curious. Electronic cigars? And electronic cigars? Never heard of it. I don't like electronic cigars or cigarettes or none of that. I know. He was being I tell you what, I quit watching his damn video. And then I was like, man, he's just not going to shut the hell up. I'm getting off here. And then I was mad, and I wasn't taking his call. Yeah, he was being a jerk. And then he called, oh, Mary, he called me. I finally took his phone call, and he says, no, you work for a car lot. It's different than a dealership. And I'm laughing. I'm going, there is no damn difference. You got busted. Now you're making up excuses. He says, no, I'm a Republican. It was a mess. I said I was going to tell Grandma. I know, I saw. I was laughing. I thought, oh my God. He did. I was like, I am not talking to him when I am mad. I'm going to lay into him like white on rice. That was funny. Yeah, the excuses he was got, I'm like, whatever. Like beans and rice. No, like white on rice. All I did was giggle. All I did, I was like, oh, man, the first thing I said, cover your ears. When he said that, I went, oh, you little mom, yeah, MFer. And then he kept on and did it again. And I'm like, so then he said it again, and I said, I am freaking out of here before I lay into him like white on rice. Then he called me. I mean, he didn't even call me like 15 minutes later, and I'm going, oh, no, not right now, bud. I let it ring. Ah. I don't know. And I told him, I said, I don't think people perceive what you're trying to make excuses for. People see dealerships and car lots as the same thing. And I think that was my biggest thing because I try not to be like those ridiculous dealership detailers. I'll take my shortcuts, but I do my very best not to be. Like him and I did talk like earlier tonight, and I do try to not be like the ones that paint over the gunk and all that. And when you see that, it's not a detailer doing that, unless they're forced into it. But that's the owners. That's the owners that are doing that. They're trying to save a buck, and they don't have time to clean it, so they just spray paint over the gunk, or they'll do a quick vacuum and it looks like crap, and they'll paint the carpets to cover up stains. We leave the stains. We do our best not to hide anything. And, there's a lot of times, like right now, there's a Dodge Journey that I think sold yesterday. But I did that one on Friday, and it had some issues. Yes, did a dent pull out. That video will come out 22nd, something like that. So yeah, we did a dent pull out. I didn't get too much into the process, only because he really wants me to learn this stuff, and I'm like, man, just let me detail. Right now, I don't even feel like a detailer. I've painted cars. What else have we done? Painted cars, sanded them down to bare. I've had to replace. What the hell have we replaced? We've done all kinds of stuff. Anyway, headliner, yeah, headliner. And I'm like, man, I'm a damn detailer. Oh, and now another video coming up is seat covers, but they're not normal. They're not normal seat covers. But, I mean, when you look at the big scheme of things, I guess I'm still a detailer. I just do these other little things on the side. That headliner you did was cool. Yeah, that was a lot of work. And then we screwed it up. Did anybody catch the screw up? I just wondered. Nobody ever said anything. I didn't say anything because I wanted to see. I saw a hack where they used a dildo and pulled the dent out. It had a suction cup at the bottom. Really? Oh, I want to see a video on that. Why don't you do a video on that for us, Carlos? Just saying. Hello, Mr. David. Nah, you got lost on the upside. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm serious. Orange version for the video. And that had to have been a really big dildo in order for them to do it that way. Because I'm thinking a little one, I mean, those little ones are like no bigger than this Gatorade, no taller than that. That couldn't have a big old suction cup on it. Orange video for the video. Orange version. Oh my God. Uh, so yeah, sometimes I don't feel like I'm a detailer, but I put everything out there only because there are newbies out there that are like, you can't make money being a dealership detailer. Okay, so then I'll add the surface services in there that I just did. You could fix clear coat on one of those dealership cars for a lower price. Now you've got, maybe $300 and a day's worth of work. It's not about the size, it's how you use it. There you go. I just can't imagine the suction cup being strong enough for that. On that, on, I don't know. Maybe I guess it depends on the size of the dent. Anyway, it was kind of interesting to see it, but he wants me to learn how to do all that stuff, which is fine. If that's what we got to do. If it's something I can do, I don't mind doing it. But it's just not something that I was ever interested in. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put all messages on here. If I missed a comment, my bad. I forgot to change it to all messages. I hope everybody hit that like button for me. Is everybody there? It's a good way to at least see what you don't like. This is true. I don't mind the painting part. I don't mind the painting, but I don't like the headliners. And I don't like, I'm not really sure I care about the dent repair stuff. And it's just a car lot dent repair, you know what I mean? It's just popping out a dent, but some of those dents you can't fix. You know what I mean? The headliner is a lot of work, and up until recently, I'd only done Buick LeSabres. I have no idea what the hell is up with people who own Buick LeSabres, but they have a problem with their headliners. So 3 headliners and Buick LeSabres, and then comes this Impala missing half of its. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. I'm thinking, well, I've gone this far. You gonna do my headliner? No. But I might consider it if you got the moolah. Anyway, that Impala was absolutely ridiculous because of the wires. The wires, they were all connected all the way around. No way to unplug them. Glued down with this really strange looking glue, obviously from the early 2000s because it was an '04. And the only way to get that stuff off was to carefully heat it up and pull it back. And of course, me and Tori said, we're not going to do this. We're gluing it down, or not going to glue it down. These are the weather warnings coming in. Significant snowfall. Hello, Mr. Steve. I am feeling better. I am feeling much better. I still have this going on, but I'm kind of wondering if this doesn't have something to do with giving Bella a bath last night. I saw on Facebook you won something cool, Steve. What was that all about? Well, you can have our snow, Mary. Hello, Crunch. How you doing? Now, when I start this job Friday, I'm not going to be able to go live. I'm with David. I'm with David. I'm tired of the snow. I'm tired of the cold, the extreme cold. This is not even normal Kansas cold. This is the extreme cold, and it just affects everything you do. You can't hardly do anything. I don't even detail outside. I do not detail outside. But being in there, if you can't get it warm enough, you might as well quit. Bring back the drought. I'm with you, David. Let's see. It was a 500 lap go kart race. Our team won the amateur class. The pro class was so fast. Oh, no, that's interesting. That's cool. To be honest, you are not looking like grandma. You are still young. Oh, no. There must be a filter on here or something. It's gonna be hot by the end of the weekend. I know it is, Mary. Hello, Mr. Hassan. How you doing? Got snow yesterday. We got snow moving in tonight. They're talking 6 to 10 inches of snow. But the problem is going to be the sub-zero wind chills and temps. It's going to be hot by the end of the weekend. It's supposed to be back in the 50s and 60s next week. Trying to stay warm. I'm with you. This cold is abusive. I'm going to press charges. When you need an affidavit, let me know. No more electric blanket after these few days. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can give it up that easy. Trying to stay warm. I love you too, Crunch. Yeah, hot. It's gonna be back up to a good temperature, which I am so ready for. I'm tired of this. It feels this winter has only gone on for like 2 months, almost 3, I guess, and it feels like 6 months. It just isn't going anywhere. I watch Ryan Hall, y'all, on YouTube. He puts out great weather reports. I did until max velocity started getting big, and then I'm still part of Ryan Hall's channel. I still subscribed, but I watch max velocity now. I think I'll move to Cali. Hey, Eileen is out there in Cali. She's got all kinds of opportunity to detail. There you go. I'm not ready for summer. I would much rather just have 6 months of spring. That's what I would prefer. 6 months of spring. It can start March 1st and will go on until April, May, June, July, August, September. No, we need 8 months. October, November. So 8 months of spring. Yeah, I'm not ready for the humidity either. I'm just done with this minus something degrees. Hello. My what? What's MISO? Never mind. Oh, Hassan, that is not nice. Spring or fall. That's my jam. Yeah, I'm all for spring or fall. I'll take spring and early fall weather. Yes. Well, it's a bright light. If I turn it on, all you see is a big bright blob. You can't see the light. So I don't turn it on. But it's supposed to be a LED? LED. I got 9 people in here. I hope everybody has hit that Or tap the screen twice so I can get a like from you. Needs something dark behind it. I know, but I don't know what to put behind it. I don't have nothing. The only thing I might have is this box with these floor mats in that my son-in-law brought me from the scrapyard. What? Needs something dark behind it. Yep, LED, yes. Eileen, I love summer, but for detailing, fall is the best. PA fall foliage on the fresh detailed car is amazing. Ew, I never thought about that. That would make really good pictures, Steve. That would make really, really good pictures. I don't know. Summer can sometimes be a bit much. Too bad I'm a shit photographer. Yeah, I'm not very good at it myself. I'm not very creative. Upstate New York in October is beautiful. Yeah, when you get up into the Northeast, they're really known for their fall weather. When the leaves are turning and falling, that is something they're very well known for. We always knew that on the truck. But they have just as bad of winters, if not worse, up there. Now, up by like Buffalo, Niagara Falls, they get worse weather than we do. Can't stand leaves. See, I don't care. The leaves start falling off the tree, they just stay in the yard. I don't care. I don't get anal about cleaning them up. I'm not worried about it. I like early October as well. Yeah, I just prefer that spring and fall. Spring is my favorite season because it's like new life. All of the flowers start to come back to life and the plants and things like that. They all start coming back to life. Wet leaves stain the paint if you don't remove them off the vehicle. Well, yeah. Dry them. Why don't you dry the leaves and they won't stain it? May have to go soon. Phone call. I'll be back if you're still on. Okay. We'll see you later, Mary, if I don't see you. What'd everybody have for supper? I had a chicken patty. And it wasn't quite enough. Usually I can have those little small meals and it would be okay. But it wasn't quite enough. I might have to pull out a chicken parmesan. Yummy. Cinnamon pastry thing? What's a pastry thing? And that's not dinner. Salad would be healthier for you. You know what? I wanted a salad from McAllister's. Their avocado. My sister was supposed to come over and cancel. Oh, sister-in-law was supposed to come over and canceled. Oh, well, that's a bummer. Chocolate chip muffin. A chocolate chip muffin? Huh. Have a good night, Eileen. Cinnamon pastry braid. One of them long ones. Chocolate chip muffin. That actually kind of sounds good. Never had one. But it sounds good. I wonder if Deidre can make chocolate chip muffins. She's the baker. Leftover pizza. I had a chicken patty. But we have great dinners here, y'all. We're one heck of a crowd. Pastries, muffins, leftover pizza. I was doing an Uber the other night, Valentine's night. Sent over to Olive Garden for 2 orders. So I was supposed to pick up 2 orders from Olive Garden and then run over to Schlotsky's and pick up an order there. Yeah, we eat healthy. Yeah. Anyway, I get to Olive Garden and I was there an hour and a half. An hour and 36 minutes to be exact. And I was ticked. I was ticked. Those 3 stops were supposed to be $40 altogether, collectively with the tips and the fees. I lost one because she came down and picked up her order and then reported that I didn't deliver it. And I'm like, no, I've been sitting here and you know that. You've got GPS to know where I'm at. So I lost that revenue. That made me mad. And so then I finally got the second one and I went over to Schlotsky's, and by the time I was able to sign in, I don't get their messages until I get all of the orders picked up. Then I start getting, they're all sending me these messages. And so I just sent the same message to all 3. You would think we're all college kids with the list of everyone's dinners. I know, David. I know. Well, had pancakes and bacon on Valentine's. But I'll tell you what, maybe people need to, and that was the other thing. The lady who's the second order at the Olive Garden, she was mad, okay? She's the one who ordered this massive order for her entire family, okay? I got 5 drinks out of that. That's an entire family. She was mad because it took too long. And I said, I'm sorry that it took too long. It was not my fault that somebody had a massive order from a restaurant that was going to naturally be extremely busy on Valentine's Day. I hope you have a good night. She ticked me off because she's the one that cost me the revenue from the first one. And I probably did lose the tip because I don't remember getting it from the young lady that had a cheeseburger. A freaking cheeseburger from Schlotsky's. Anyway, Uber, when they tried to contact me through their chat thing, I explained it all to them and told them, you have GPS. You know exactly where I've been this whole time. And this was an Olive Garden deal. And this was also, why is this person's order put with other orders that need to be picked up when it's that damn huge? It was obvious. The first one had 2 items. The second item had 27. The second order had 27 items. That should have been its own delivery. So anyway, yeah, that did not turn out very well. But I did make up for it. I was able to pull in a few more orders, and 27, yeah. 27. They had those, Olive Garden has these great big paper sacks with those string handles on it. And there were 2 of those great big bags stuffed full of stuff, and then a drink carrier with these 5 drinks on it, in it. And this, sorry, I was mad when I was telling my daughter about it, and I'm like, this bitch orders the fucking menu and then gets pissed off because it takes 2 hours to get it to her. Oh, the hell, I am not in the mood for her. I was mad. Yeah, I was like, yeah, she had to have ordered the whole menu, 27 items. That should have been its own order. It shouldn't have ever been put on mine. Don't have Olive Garden here anymore. Anymore? I wonder why. Do people not like it? Because they eat it like it's frickin' candy here. It's always busy at Olive Garden. And you want to know what made me mad? And this is why I blamed Olive Garden. The whole time I sat there, You can watch people walk in and they had a wait. I don't like Olive Garden either. I applied to work there, but I don't really care for their food. There's just something about it. I don't know what, but there's just something about it. But anyway, people would walk in. They had to wait to get seated. Two of them left before I even got the orders. So Olive Garden was pushing the to-go orders back so that they could meet the entire full restaurant with a great big lobby full of people, a line out the door, and people sitting in their cars waiting to be texted to come in. I don't like it. Not many Olive Gardens where I live. Hello, Humberto. I'm doing okay. So yeah, that was my exciting Valentine's Day. It did tick me off. The only thing that saved me was I got a delivery for 4 dozen roses to 4 different stops. And on Valentine's Day, I have to give these men credit. They tipped very well, knowing they were ordering flowers at 7 p.m. on Valentine's. You know, nice save, guys. That was funny. But they all got their flowers. I went to one place, picked up all 4 dozen, and delivered them. It was funny, but they tipped very well. That's the only thing that saved me from the loss on those others, on that other order. God, why can't we talk in English? You're a freaking American. No, you're not. You're a Canadian. Doesn't Canada have its own language, though? No, you're on the wrong side of Canada for that. Hell, how'd we go down to 4 people? That's crazy. I had to go buy a couple of new heaters today, English and French. Yeah, but the French is on the west side of Canada, right? And the English is on the east. And what the hell is with the New Englanders thinking that Canada's going to invade them? What's all that about? Where'd that come from? People are talking about how Canada's going to invade the northeastern states. I'm like, what? Montreal and Quebec. That's west, isn't it? Talk to the hand, because the face ain't listening. I don't even have my list anymore. Never heard that. I didn't either. They can have New England. I know. I just wondering where the hell that's coming from. I mean, that would not work out well for Canada. Canada's already pushing it right now. You know, talking all kinds of smack about America. I'm thinking, oh my God. I don't know. Don't know east or west of me. Well, you're in Toronto, right? Oh, that's where the plane crashed today. It must be crazy up there. So Toronto is in the eastern part of Canada. And Montreal is on the western part of Canada. I always was under the understanding that the east or the western part of Canada were the people that spoke French, and oh my God, The western part of Canada are the ones that speak French. Eastern part of Canada are the ones that speak English. I know one word in Mexican. Hola, amigo. That's not Mexican, that's Spanish. What part is Pan from? He's in Quebec, I thought, which is to the west. I'm pointing the directions that it is for me right here, where I'm at in my seat. West and east. I thought he was from Quebec. Yeah, and Toronto is to the east. It's almost like the middle of Canada is like nothing. It's like there's nothing there. It's like divided. French, English. Quebec is pretty much Montreal. Okay. I did not know that. But I have never picked up a map to look. I went into Canada twice. Once to deliver in Ottawa, and once to drive through on our way to Alaska. I think. In Canada, they speak French in Quebec and Montreal mostly, and some parts of Toronto. I'm about a 6 to 7 hour drive. From where? Oh, from the west. Yesterday in morning 5 a.m. an earthquake came in Delhi, India, with a weird loud noise. Yeah, that noise was probably the rumbling of it coming. Yeah, I went into Ottawa. Me and Jerry, we went into Ottawa, we delivered a load, and we came back out. We had a load to pick up. As soon as we got empty there, we had a load to pick up in Syracuse. So we had to head on back into the States. But before we even went to Ottawa, we were not allowed to deliver early, and being a team, we were always pretty early. So we stopped and went to Niagara Falls from Toronto. You're a 6 to 7 hour drive from Toronto? I thought you... Oh, Ottawa is from Toronto. Got it. I'm with you now. Yes. I'm with you now. Give or take. Yeah, that's the only time. And then we went into Vancouver. We went in through Vancouver and on up to get to Alaska. Well, we went to a ferry. Also, French in Gastineau. I thought it was Gastineau, not Gatineau. And Troy Rivieras, Manitoba. I don't know. Toronto to Montreal. Oh, I see. Seems like it's a lot longer than that. Are you sure? Are you sure? Seems like they're a lot farther apart than that, Hassan. I don't know. Somebody look it up. How many miles is it? I'll tell you how much it is in. I thought I had an S in there. Hello, John. Not a lot. Seemed like it was farther apart than that, but you might be right. Ottawa to Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan, isn't that just north of here? Hold the phone. Can't say I wasn't an old school truck driver. Ah. Oh, Quebec, New Brunswick, Northwest Territories, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, Labrador, Prince Edward, Ontario, Nunavut, don't even know how to say that, Yukon, Saskatchewan. Now, those are restricted routes. Hang on, I gotta get through this because, California takes up 15 pages. Okay. Canada. Okay, so British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec. Oh, I freaking lied. Quebec is east. I can't freaking see it. It's freaking tiny. They make this shit so small back in the day. And my old ass eyes can't handle it. Okay, so Quebec is in the east. Alright, so there's Toronto. I can't even see it. Ooh, I'm missing it. Quebec is east of Ontario. Yeah, I see that now. I had it confused. Confused. Okay, British Columbia. Okay, I don't want that one. Saskatchewan. Ontario. We're going west to east here. Quebec. Okay. So we went in. I know y'all can't see this. Good old Scarborough in Toronto. Okay, so here is Ogdensburg, and we went up into Ottawa right here. Okay, so Toronto, so Montreal is right here. Montreal is right here. Ottawa is right here. Now, where the hell is freaking Toronto. I know, that's a big-ass town. Where the hell is Toronto? What state? Province? Well, it ain't in Quebec. Oh, it's in Ontario. Okay. Hold up, let me backtrack. Ugh. Ontario. Oh, I see it. Oh. Oh, you're north of Pennsylvania. How do you get to... You can't get to the States easily. Can you? From Toronto. You're north of Erie, Pennsylvania. In Toronto. Dang. Ontario is the province of Toronto. Right. Ottawa as well, nation's capital. Got that. You go east on 401 till you get to Toronto. You go east. Look at this. This thing fell apart on me. That tells you how old it is. You go east on what? It's from Detroit. Is that what you mean? Or do you mean from Ogdensburg? Is that what that highway is? It don't say. Oh, it says 409. What'd you say it was? On 401. You go, oh, okay. So here's 401. I found 401. And that goes down into Detroit. Until you get to Toronto. So Toronto is right here. Which is, Pennsylvania's right here. So is there like a ferry or something that'll bring you down to Pennsylvania? If you was to come into the States? East on 401 highway. Yeah, I found it. That takes you into London. It takes you through London. Hang on. I got a kitten stuck somewhere. What are you doing? What are you doing? How'd you get stuck? Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Okay. So is there a way for you to get into Pennsylvania? It's a bypass highway off 401. St. Catharines. Well, I guess out of Toronto, it wouldn't take you much to get over into... what, Niagara Falls? Or something like that. Hell, I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell. Just go through New York and it's easier. I know it's much easier in New York. That's how I remember Mississippi. No ferry, only road service. Got it. Okay. See, I don't know that country very well, but I was under the impression that Toronto was further east than that. I did not really. Derry and Airport Road. Well, the way that it looks like Toronto down when you come out of Toronto and go towards Burlington, Hamilton, St. Catharines. There's a highway, which I can't see the damn number for it, that you can take out of St. Catharines. It follows the water and it'll take you into the Niagara Falls area, is what it looks like. But it's right there on that split of the page, so it's hard to tell. To PA, we would head straight to the New York State border. Okay. Only time I'm in Saga is for Pro Detail Supplies or Square One Mall. It's east, but not that east, right? Nova Scotia and New Brunswick are to the east. Yeah. New Brunswick and Nova Scotia are like the tip, farthest east tip. Interesting. I never paid attention. I just knew where I had to go. My brother was in Square once. Mississauga. Today, only mall open. I vaguely remember passing Erie, something when I went to Niagara Falls. Yeah, it goes down into Erie. I'm going to look at the blowout. So here's Hamilton. What did you call it? Yep, QEW. The QEW is right here. Stay to the left of the highway. 403 East. Take you straight to Toronto off the 401. I had no idea. Years ago, I went there. I remembered my maps. No GPS available on those days. I don't know. That's why I have to read a map, because there was no GPS back in my day. When I first started trucking, we didn't have GPS. Is the top of Toronto, and the QEW is the bottom of Toronto. Okay, so here's the blowout of Toronto. So here's the QEW right here. The hell? I can't read it. 407 up through Brampton. Then you got 400. The 404. 403. Where the hell's the 401? Oh. The 401 comes through the middle of that damn thing. Throw me off. Now, Dad, we're 30 minutes from Hamilton. Yeah. Yeah, you can see Toronto, Burlington, Hamilton. But I just never realized that it was right outside Detroit where you cross in to Canada. I had no idea. Windsor. Interesting. Interesting. Started driving is only 2 Pearly map books. I think I'm close to an hour to Hamilton. Windsor is bordered with Detroit, yes. Why'd you get yourself in a pickle, Kit Kat? Huh? You're a mess. She's a mess. If you stay on the QEW, it'll take you straight to downtown Toronto. Okay. I had no idea. For some reason, I thought it was over there close to the northeast. Oh, you guys have toll roads too, huh? The Berlin Wall. Straight north, okay. Jersey does love them toll roads. We've got one toll road that goes from here all the way up to Topeka. But it does branch off, and so it gets a new number, but it's the same road. Really? Interesting. I'll have to look at that some more. I don't know why, but I could have sworn Toronto was further east. I didn't realize it was north of Michigan. Mary is back. Richmond Hill is full of money. You mean to tell me you got a lot of money? You mean your sorry ass has a bunch of money and you didn't share it with us? Oh, God, no. I was living with my brother. I thought that was John. I'm on the 401 KEW and 403 every day. My bad. John, so you stay local? You're not on the road? All kinds of weather warnings come in. You think I would like Toronto? It is. I don't know how to pull up the temperature without closing out the thing. Toronto is similar to New York. Oh, I hate New York. I don't think I would like it then. I can't stand New York. I'm sure Bella won't waste time next time she goes out. Me? Hell no. Yeah, check mine. I don't know. I can't do it without closing the live. I thought maybe I didn't keep all of them though. There were like 6 weather things on there when I cleared them off, and I brought it down to 1. Damn, must be nice. Don't spend it all in one place. DIY detail, don't need all of that. 16 feels like -1. Yep. It's flipping cold, I can tell you that. I was trying to prepare for this coming in, so I put the curtain back up over the back. The laundry room is right here. It's right here behind this wall. And so I put the curtain back up so it would keep the warmth into the kitchen. I bought 2 space heaters today just to kind of keep it decently warm. They're the metal ones, but I went over to Ollie's and bought 2 of those today. That way I wasn't running the other ones because they would just keep running. What the hell? But what I wanted is in the kitchen, because you have to get to the laundry room through the kitchen, I wanted the kitchen to stay warmer. So I was trying to prepare those little things. Then I put a towel, a big fluffy towel, in between the door and the screen door. Because that stuff's going to come in. That wind is going to come in from the north. Even though my door faces to the west, if it comes from the northwest at any point in time, it's just going to blow cold air in there. I really keep telling myself if I didn't need to let the dog out, I should put a shower curtain above that door. Some kind of way. Maybe I can put a curtain rod up above it. And then I can just slide it back, but I can tape it down or something. No OTR for this guy. I don't blame you. At Pro Detailing, I'm buying. Not for this guy. I do not want to be over the road again. That cat is doing something. Yeah, I could Velcro it. But then I would have something above the door because you can start to feel it. And so I was talking to my kid today, and I'm like, we need to get some new weather stripping on around the door or something. But in order to keep it where it doesn't blow in and just seep around it with the curtain up, only thing I can think of is, otherwise I'd just pin it up there because I'm not going anywhere. Mom's not going anywhere. Mike's not going anywhere, so it's not as busy as New York. Kind of like the screen door things. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. You know what? No, that would be stupid. Totally stupid. I'm coming up with stupid stuff. I don't know. I've been trying to figure out ways, but for now, I've got a towel rolled up in between, and it's on the threshold in between the screen door and the door. If I can feel it, I'll put a towel up against the bottom of the door on the inside. But as far as the gap above the door, I don't know how to fill that. I wonder if I could fill that by draping a towel over it, over the door. Just to be resourceful. At least for the thing. The big Freightliner gets parked at the yard every single night. Ain't no overnight trips for this guy. I don't do overnight. You know, I went to a job interview here a few weeks ago, and it was at a trucking company. And what I applied for was for logistics. You know, the best logistics people are former truck drivers. Companies just don't believe that. They don't understand that we know how to plan a trip better. We know how to efficiently assign loads, okay, where their dispatchers are nothing but a bunch of freaking college kids that don't have a clue. So anyway, I interviewed for this, and the first damn question they asked me was, would I be willing to take loads and I said no. They didn't choose me, but I told them, I said, no, I am not taking a truck anywhere. That was what they wanted. They thought they could bulldog me into that crap. And I'm glad I didn't get the job, because that's exactly what they would have done. They would have held that over my head and said, if I wanted to continue working there, I would have had to take in that load. No. Anyway, no, I don't want to be in a truck anymore. Not even kidding. It's just not something that I can imagine myself doing anymore. What is that thing being crazy about? Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I can drape a towel over the top of that door and then close it. If the wind starts coming in. I mean, I don't want to get too crazy with it around the door, because I'm going to have to let Bella out. Temporarily, let her go pee. Because I don't have an indoor dump pad. You wash your truck, John? That's a good question. Do you wash your truck, John? Sometimes John has a big lag. He's liable to not answer us for a couple hours. And I've been doing an awful lot of sneezing today. See, it just makes my nose so raw. In the summer, yes, I actually fully detail it. But in the winter, we have a company that comes in who washes them once a week. There you go. Tuck a towel up there in the crack when you aren't using it. I don't know. My thought was, if I took one of the small towels, a small towel, maybe even take two hand towels, not a washcloth, but a hand towel. They're 18 inches long on their side. So what if I put two together and then shut it? I don't know if the gap would be big enough for two of them together, but I don't know. He's a DIY junkie. If I was using something on a big truck, I would not be using quick beads, though. I'd probably go with ceramic gloss or even turtle wax. Speaking of, did you guys see Sheepstar's video on the ceramic sprays? Did you see that? He released it, a couple days ago? Did you see that? Use some of my lavender Vicks. Keep my nose open. I don't think I know that one. You don't know Sheepstar? He's a YouTuber. He's kind of like no bullshit. And he tested Griot's 3-in-1. I think it was 3-in-1. Well, it was Griot's ceramic spray. It was, Hey! You better stop it! That cat, she is a demon. She's trying to get on the counter, but she's too small, so she can't jump that high. So she's tearing stuff up. But anyway, I just pulled out a hair. He did Griot's Clean by Pan, Turtle Wax ceramic spray, and New Finish. New Finish and Griots did better, and Turtle Wax and Pan had nothing after 4 months. Hey, you better knock it off. Go away. Stop trying to get on the counters. No. Got it. Just taking notes from truckers. I want to try the Chemex if I ever get the money. Maybe one day I'll get all this money. I'll get the Chemex. You better settle down. I put Griots 3-in-1 on both my vehicles mid-October. I haven't washed either vehicle since Thanksgiving, and Griots is still going strong. Yeah, Griots was going. It won the contest. It was going very strong. You could tell it clear as day. But his channel name is Sheepstar. And this guy, I like him because he's like me. No bullshit. He's just going to put it out there. He says, I'm disappointed in this product. I expected it for it being as pricey as it is. I expected better. It's me. My daughter was born. Your daughter was born. How you doing? After 12 hours of driving, the only thing I want to do is turn the key off and leave. Jamie the cleaner had a tough time trying to kill Griots when he was testing it. Got 2 trucks coming up, trying to figure out what to use. If I like I like Turtle Wax also. That's my go-to. Unless I have products that were sent to me, like Titan ceramic gloss, something like that. But if I have to buy it, I'm buying Turtle Wax. Even though it doesn't have a long life, it does fine for 3 months. Oh, hell. C-section, but it's all good. Oh, I had 3 C-sections. You'd be all right. How's the baby doing? All hail DIY. Baby is good. What did you name the baby? Tell me it's a really pretty name. Or a nice name. Plus, for the price, you can't beat Turtle Wax. No, you can't. For what you need it for, it works great. And I just need to protect, and that's what my dad buys. But I haven't tried the Griots either, but I'm going to now. I'm going to have my dad buy that one next. But Turtle Wax is the one we use when we have to buy it. That's the one we use on the dealership cars. Baby name is Trump. Mary, what kind of trucks are you going to be detailing? So I would use, for 3 months worth of protection, you could use something like Turtle Wax. You could also put, to get it on the truck. If I were you, I'd put it in the foam cannon. And make sure you cover that truck. You know what I mean? A lot of people think that you're ruining a product, sticking it in a foam cannon. But I did not like my Mac. That thing was so small. It's like a Volvo. You can't stand up in the damn thing. Freightliner is my favorite. Good night, Hassan. Get some rest. Yeah, no, not a Mac. Macs are not, they just don't have the reputation they used to. Back in the day, now if it's a back in the day kind of Mac, oh hell yeah. But that's two sticks. You'd have to know how to run two sticks if you're going to do that. Yeah. That's just not my favorite. No! I'm not positive. I'm going to go out there tomorrow and look. Yeah, if you're going to put a ceramic coat on it, you could put it through your foam cannon. I'm sure you have one of those. I would definitely use the foam cannon and put it on there. Oh, this is getting flat ass annoying. Tearing up my hair. These glasses are about to make a quick trip to the trash. Exterior polish, $1,100 per vehicle. Yeah, polish. Oh man, I wouldn't go that route unless you were prepared for that work. I'm about to teach that kitten a really bad lesson. Bella's kennel doesn't get used much, and I'm about to put her in it. I don't think they want polish. Thank God. Boy, I tell you, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. We did it when I was getting paid to do it for the job. We did that to the trailers. I'm too far for that shit. Yeah, me too. We had those walk-up ladders that have wheels underneath them and then you push the thing down yeah, turtle wax or, like I said, I've never used 3-in-1, but, no, no, let me catch you. Let me get my hands on you. I would put them in a foam cannon. Just let the foam sit there and then rinse it off. But I certainly wouldn't. I've never used a 3-in-1, but the way that it looked and performed on that Sheepstar video, I'm like, hell. He did 4 different spots on the hood. Now, I don't even know what New Finish is. I've never even heard of that. He's throwing a temper tantrum. I'm okay. I think they can hear you. He keeps throwing himself on the floor, and you can hear him going, He throws himself on the floor and rolls back and forth when I tell him to stop it. Tell her to stop it. You're annoying, but let me get my hands on you. I'm going to put you in the kennel. You need to settle your butt. Settle your butt. It's good stuff, Mary. You can easily get 6 months out of it, and it's cheap. There is a guy who has his own line, and it's foam cannon ceramic stuff. Who? New Finish makes good consumer products. Really? Foam cannon. Okay, there you go. You could do that. Is that Chemex? Is that what you're thinking? Is Chemex? He calls it snake oil. Chris is singing the truth about Freightliner over Mac. Unless you're built like a sardine, you're not going to get in the Mac. Yeah, I don't like the Macs. If I, being 5'2", just under 5'2", have a hard time being in a Mac, anybody, because most everybody's going to be taller than me, they're going to have time. They're going to have a hard time. Time to shine. Never heard of that either. But, we were talking about, me and Carlos, we were talking about, he tried rinseless by putting it in his foam cannon. And he's like, it actually did pretty darn good. Well, you could save yourself some money if you went the rinseless route. Even if you put a little extra rinseless in your water, you're not hurting anything. The only rinseless out there that I know of, if you put a little extra in it, and that's Absolute, and it's going to streak the shit out of that vehicle. He is from Wisconsin. I've been watching him for polishing aluminum and other metals. And he's got a foam ceramic stuff. But yeah, I would say put some of that ceramic spray. You don't have to put more than an ounce in there, and just because it doesn't take much for them. But you can put an ounce or two in your foam cannon and then just foam the shit out of that big truck. Let it sit and then rinse it off and you're good to go. Oh my God, twin stick Mac, before my time, but I've heard about them and seen them. Yeah, they'll kick your butt. They will kick your butt. The old Macs I can handle. These new Macs, they're made for fish. For fish to make a coral reef out of. That's the way I look at it. But the old Macs, yeah, you got two sticks. And you have to, and what you're doing is you're looping your arm through the steering wheel to hold one and pull the other one back or forward. Because if you don't, you're going to pull it out of gear. So you've got to hold the first one in place in order to run your high gears. It's crazy. It's definitely a challenge. And I did it when I was younger. I'm going to have to check into that. Does he have a channel, Mary? Makes a foam cannon SiO2 sealant. Oh, I did not know that. What's it called? I have to check into that. But yeah, when we were talking about that, you could do a lot with your rinseless and save yourself a lot of money. If foaming is what you just have to do, that's fine. You can take any rinseless on the market except Absolute. You would not be able to do it with an Absolute because theirs is made totally different. Theirs is just there's just a mess. But anyway, you can even use the consumer grade turtle wax. You can use Griot's. You can use Meguiar's. Is it Meguiar's? Meguiar's or McKee's, one of the two. Anyway, just put some, and like I said, you only need an ounce or two in your foam cannon after you're done, and then you dry your car. You can do everything, and everybody thinks, and this is what we've been talking about, everybody seems to think that you have to literally wash the car, dry it, and then put your ceramic spray on. Or some of them literally go the longer route, and then polish it and then put their ceramic spray on. And I'm like, hell, if you're going to polish a car, you might as well seal it. Ceramic spray. Hello, Jackie. Hydrofoam sealant. Okay, I have never heard of that. Even Steger. I'll look his name up and send it in a message. Okay. Evan Steger. Got it. But anyway, you can literally take any of the ceramic sprays, wash the vehicle. If you got to really foam it with the soap, go ahead and wash it. Do your whole routine. And some people will actually decontaminate and then put the ceramic spray on. But you could put that right into your foam cannon, put it on there, and you're good to go. Once a year car polish. Yeah, this was a ceramic spray. I'd never heard of it. Never, ever heard of it. And I was at Ollie's today and looked at some of the products. I wish I'd had extra money. I would have bought some because they had it. And I was like, man, I need to try this stuff. So I think what I'm going to do once I get through all of the products that I need to get through, I think what I'm going to do is start going to some of the consumer grade products and giving them a try. Because if Griot's is that good, then I'm missing out. Because that's much more affordable for what I do. I can't be spending that big money at DIY detail. I can't be spending bigger money at Phoenix EOD or something like that. So I'm thinking, but then I'm thinking, if I've got a foam cannon, I wonder what it would do if I foamed it with rinseless and just let it sit. And just let it sit. $40 for 16-ounce bottle. I can't remember dilution offhand. $40. I'll have to look at the videos. I'm interested. I didn't know Coach Kimmy had one. That's interesting. But yeah, you can take any rinseless that you can buy, and except for the Absolute. The Absolute, it's just not going to work with that. Look at what? I'm 6'3", no Mac for me. Oh no. No, if I can't do it, I know you couldn't do it. If being 6'3", no way. And then when you're done with that, you can foam cannon on your ceramic spray. And I'm like, sheesh. Okay. Stop. What is your problem? You are such a demon. Anyway, if I had a big truck and they wanted some wax on it, I think if you use anything like Formula 4 from Superior, that's like a 30-day coverage. But I would certainly be willing to put a 3-month coverage on a big truck. That would be worth it, I think. That would also do wonders for the windows, especially the windshields. The windshields on a big truck get so nasty. No! I'm going to kill this cat. I'm going to kill him. Kill her. Trying to get up the wall to get to the coats hanging up. You're such a demon. I want them to have something that will last longer than a month. Yeah. And that to me would be, if it were me, if they paid for it, I'd probably go with the bigger one. But now that I've seen that video on Griot's 3-in-1, I think I would go the 3-in-1 route and put it on the big truck. In fact, I'm actually considering Jimbo's soap that Carlos has been using. I've been thinking about getting a bottle, because of how well it did just foaming it on and letting it sit like Carlos did. I'm wondering if it wouldn't do really well on the big truck. So my thought was get some of it and put it on Elizabeth's big truck and see how well it does. Once I get it clean, stop. Why don't you come over here and act like you're going to cuddle when you're not? I want to catch you. If I try to get up, that cat's going to run. It's a demon, I'm telling you. And it gets yelled at all the time. She gets yelled at all the time. But let me get my hands on her. I'll put her in the kennel. Let her sit there for a little while and chill. Once I got it clean, then I'd probably even go as far as put the turtle wax on it. And that 3-in-1 seemed to perform very, very well. And it was a 4-month test. And he was disappointed in the clean by pan and the turtle wax. Now, the turtle wax, I think it does fine for 3 months worth of protection. It's always done fine for me in 3 months. But if you wanted a little bit more protection, I think I'd go with the griots, basically. Because the griots was working like it was just put on after 4 months. Now, did anybody see the semi that Mo Nation just... Oh, I don't know if he's got the video out. He just put it on Facebook. Mo Nation just did a semi. The whole back of it looked like the hydraulic hoses or something got messed up. Yeah, I would still be willing to put some turtle wax on it. I mean, they're going to wash their trucks a bunch more often. My big thing is get that windshield. There's so many bugs that build up on a windshield of a big truck. At least get some ceramic coat on there to help keep those from adhering to that glass and getting etched in. You know, we already get all those pits in the windshield. The bugs don't help. But to put it in a foam cannon, I was like, I never, ever, ever would have thought that. And to even put a rinseless in a foam cannon, I never would have thought to do that. But this summer, we're going to play. We just got to get through this shit moving in now. But, you know, I don't want you having to climb. I don't know how tall you are, but if you're anything like me, if you're any kind of height like I am, trying to climb over all over those trucks is a royal, just going to say it, plug your ears, bitch. Those things are not easy. So if you can do it by foam cannon, do it by foam cannon. You may have to get your long stick out, but and that's just a wash. But I wouldn't get crazy. I would just use a foam cannon, spray it, and be done with it. And if you got a blower, that might be helpful too. I'm not drying a big truck. I spent too many years running all over them damn things, trying to scale a trailer, high side trailer, a DIY 25mm cordless polish. Will work great for your business, Chris. It's going to speed up correction time big time. You know what? I got a call from a friend. He bought a 2021 Dodge Challenger. And then he bought his wife one not long after that. And he called and asked me about enhancing it because the paint looks good. Enhancing them and ceramic coating them. His is granite, TA granite or granite TA or something like that. And then his wife's color is mango, which is orange. So I sent that to Carlos and said, look, you get a polish on that and then a ceramic coat, that's going to pop. I can't wait. I can't wait. We may have to wait because of this weather, but that's okay. I can't wait. I think it'll be fun to work on it though. But anyway, guys, I've been on here for almost 2 hours. I did not intend to be on here that long. I've got one video to edit to get it up. Yeah, that orange, that mango is going to pop out. I've got one video to edit and get it up. And I'm thinking about... I've got an idea for a video. I don't know if I can do it because it's going to be a lot of research. But I've got an idea. I'm working on Ivan's behalf. Well, in that case, you better go find you a bunch of people you can sell those polishers to. Maybe you'll get a commission. You can't beat that. Maybe you can sign up for the affiliate program. And you could sell their stuff. Thank you, Grandma and John, for your help tonight. I really appreciate it. You're welcome, Mary. I just would hate for you to have to climb all over those damn things. They can be very, very exhausting to clean them. To the point, I have spent so many days, so many different days over the years. All I do is I would take a power washer, and what came off with the power washer is what got done. I am not doing anything more than that. Because it can be, like I drove an end dump, and doing that is just spraying it off is a 2-hour job. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I would dang sure use something that you know is going to take the gunk off. You may have to get a long stick out to brush it and make it easy on yourself. I was going to use something I had to wipe on. No. Well, you can use what you can, what you have to wipe on. You know, you can use something that you would normally wipe onto a car. You can use it, but just pour a little bit in your foam can and foam that truck down. Let it sit. Let the foam sit because that's the ceramic. And then rinse it off and move on about your day. I wasn't going to use something that wasn't. Got it. I misread it. My bad. Anyway, I just don't think anybody should be climbing over those trucks. I know all too well how physically exhausting that can be. So, anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off here. Go get me something to eat. I only had one chicken patty. I don't think it was enough. Then when I ate them crackers, that didn't seem like enough. But anyway, I've been on here almost 2 hours, so I'm going to get off here. You guys have a good night. Sleep. I got to stay up as long as I can because when I start the new job Friday, I got to have my schedule turned around. So we'll see how that goes. So have a good night, guys. You know how it goes. Peace.